I'm caught up in your presence. God, I just wanna say.
What's poppin' YouTube? It's your girl Vo J, and I am back with another video. So this video is a story time about how I got a concussion because I was hanging off the back of a car. If you want to know how that happened, stay tuned for the tea. Alright, so boom. This was my 8th grade year. So it was the summer after I graduated from 8th grade. So I was going to high school. And my little sister and I'll put her picture right there. My little sister Destiny and we went to my other sister's house. And yeah, we were there for 2 weeks. The first week was full of us having little, I guess, love spats.
What, bro?
I met this guy. She met this guy who ended up being a girl. That's a whole different story time, but I'm not telling that story. I'm telling the story about the time that I got a concussion. Okay, so boom. We were on the back of my sister's car. It was a red Impala, like a 2008 maybe. I'll post a picture of what that looks like. So on the hood, there is nothing to hold on to. Like, I don't know why we thought that would be a good idea.
Yeah! Wow! Woo!
But that was nothing to hold on to. So we sat on the back of her trunk and we like tried to hold on to this flap thing, but there wasn't really any grip there. So my older sister, I love her. She's toned down way more since she's had my nephew, which is also my son. I call him my son. But back in her younger days, she was the fun sister. Like, she was always down to do whatever. If you wanted to sneak and go to your boyfriend's house, she would take you. Like, if you wanted to, I'm not gonna tell all the business because I don't want us to get in trouble at Thanksgiving dinner, well, Easter dinner, which is coming up. But yeah, she was always a fun sister, so she was down for whatever. And me and my little sister, we were down for whatever. We were young, we were
Stupid.
so we're sitting on the back of this car. It's not a truck. We're sitting on the back of this car, and my older sister looks out of the driver's window and she goes, "Y'all ready?"
I believe that.
I think somebody trying to set me up.
I believe that.
And we was like, yeah. Child, we was not ready for what's gonna happen. So my sister takes off, okay? And in her apartment complex was a speed bump. So she is like, this is the speed bump and this is her. She's, and then boom. So when she did that, I did that, okay? So I'm falling off the back of this truck, and my baby sister, I love her, that's my bestie, she was trying to like grab me. Mind you, I'm way heavier than her, because if I'm 14 or 15, she's like 12 or 11. So I'm way heavier than her. I've been in sports, so all of this is muscle. I'm like pow, pow, pow. You feel me?
Relax.
So she grabs her hand out, and me like falling to my death, I felt like. I grab her and I end up pulling her down.
Dang. That's tough.
So when I pull her down, I fall on top of her, and then I hit my head and I pass out.
It's an evil world we live in.
So she like pushed me off of her and she got up, and all I heard was like, "I'll be back. I'm going to go get help." But I'm passed out. Like, I am unconscious in the middle of the road. And I felt like I was there for like 15 minutes. My little sister takes off running to go get my sister, but she has a concussion too. So she's throwing up on the way there. So she finally go get my sister, but by the time they're walking out the house, I'm like limping up the street towards the apartment, and I'm throwing up, and it was just really, really, really bad. So we finally get in the house, and I go to sit on the couch, and my little sister goes and gets in my other sister's bed, and I'm begging her, like crying. I said, please call mama, but she didn't want to get in trouble. She was like, no, I'm not gonna call her, y'all are gonna be okay, just don't fall asleep.
What the hell?
Baby, I got a concussion, call my mother. Like, I need to go to the hospital. I passed out. I could have died, honey, but you want to sit here and I get in trouble.
I got some bad news for you.
You're gonna get in trouble anyway, because when I get home, I'm snitching, period. But that's neither here nor there. So instead of her calling my mother, she calls my father. No tea, no shade, but my father has not been in my life, so he really don't. He has none of my information. Like, even if he wanted to take us to the hospital, he don't know our medical history. He doesn't know my social security number. Don't think he knows my birthday for real. So it's like, that was a waste of minutes, honey. Back then, we ain't have unlimited. We had minutes. That was a waste of your minutes when you could have just called my mother. My mother could have came and picked me up, took me to the hospital, and we could have got it together. But no, you didn't want to call her. You wanted to call daddy. But daddy couldn't really do nothing because daddy didn't really know nothing for us. Like, he was just like, don't let them fall asleep or whatever until a certain amount of time. Baby, my little sister, she fell asleep before that. Like, I think it was like an hour or two before we could actually like go to sleep. She fell asleep for like 15 minutes, and my sister was in there like,
Up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake.
she's 11 or 12, so she crying, and she's like, I'm so sleepy. And I'm in there, I'm crying, I'm like, I'm sleepy, like I want to go to sleep. Baby, when you knock your head up against some concrete, the last thing you want to do is sit there and look at people. No, you want to go to sleep. You want to wake up from this bad dream. But no, she wouldn't let us go to sleep. So, like, the time finally passed, and we were finally able to go to sleep. I woke up, and I had a crazy headache. Like, it was horrible. So, we finally go home, because I was like, at this point, I'm ready to go home. Like, take me home.
I ain't coming over here no more.
So, she takes us home, and my little sister is complaining. She's like, my neck hurt, my head hurt. And my mom was like, what's wrong? And we didn't want to tell because we don't want to get my other sister in trouble. But at the end of the day, we had to put ourselves first.
I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first, Lucius.
Right? So we finally told her. We was like, we was on the back of PJ's car, and we fell off, and I passed out, and she threw up, and we thought her arm was broken, but it wasn't, and we think we might have a concussion. She was like, what? Oh my gosh. She was like freaking out and doing the most. You know how mothers do. So she took us to the hospital, and they confirmed it. They was like, yes, ma'am, your daughter's had a mild concussion. All you need to do is just get them like some Tylenol and monitor them when they're sleeping. But yeah, needless to say, we did not go back to her house that summer. Nope, surely did. My mom was furious. She was upset, and we couldn't go back over there. We couldn't go nowhere for a long time. I think she low-key grounded us without trying to tell us she grounded us, because she was always using the fact that we had a concussion as an excuse. She was like, well, I don't want you to go over there, you know, and your head start hurting or whatever, blah, say to the fourth, because you have a concussion and da 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 da. But I really think we was grounded because of our decision that we made. But I mean, it was granted. Like, what possessed us to get on the back of, you know what possessed us? The enemy. He was trying to take us out, because he peeped into our future, and he saw what the good Lord had for us. And he was like, if they want to do something dumb, I'm going to let them. And I'm going to actually make it fun for them. But it was not fun. Passing out in the middle of the street on the north side in Guns Point is not fun. Because no one came and helped me. Like, people was outside. I know you saw a little 15 or 14-year-old girl laid out, passed out in the middle of the street, and nobody came to check and see if I was still alive. This is normal for y'all? Really? But it's okay, because God covered me. You know, he said, get up and limp to the house. So I got up and I limped to the house. I don't think I've been the same since that day. I don't. But that is the story time of me falling off the back of a car. Stay tuned, because my little sister is constantly reminding me of stories that we have experienced together that I have pushed far out my memory. So I will be dropping another story time very soon. Also, you guys have been asking for a cupcake video. I have all the ingredients. For some reason, I just don't be feeling like making no cupcakes. But I will make a cupcake video for you guys. I promise. BoJay is out. I love you all. I would die for you, but Jesus already did that. Signing off.
I'm caught up in your presence.